This video follows our journey through Belize. We were excited to get to Belize, but our border crossing was pretty rough, with officials trying to take money from us and finding somebody trying to break into the truck while we were buying the truck insurance. Unfortunately, our initial experience in Belize has not been great, with buying food that's super expensive and stale, and then having to drive a really long road to get to this campsite, but it was worth it when we got there to be greeted by such a beautiful, friendly family who made us feel really welcome. On our first night here, we met a biker from England called Simon, who's travelling from Canada all the way down to Ushuaia on his motorbike, and it was really cool to meet another English person. Simon joined us as we went down to the little lake to have a look in the village that we were staying in. So we arrived in Belize 2 days ago and stayed at Miss Elisa's lovely little campsite, and we're now heading down to Blackburn. But we're currently on a dirt road that's 35 kilometres long, and it is a real bone shaker with all the holes. But we're happy to be here and excited about exploring Belize. As we were all heading in the same direction, Simon decided to join us on our way down to Belmopan, stopping an orange walk on the way. In Orange Walk, unfortunately, we had another bad experience of a guy leaning into the truck and grabbing whatever he could.
So we're now in Belize, and we stayed with a family up in the north in Corozal, and they said to us about their son that works at this national park. So we've come down to this national park I'll put the name up on the screen, and this place is just epic. We're way out in the jungle, and we're just about to go into a cave, and we'll see if we can get some epic footage.
We're very grateful to Yanik for taking the time out to show us around the park and really just help us out on so many different levels. Him and his family made the not so great start in Belize a lot easier just by their kindness and generosity. It was so hot in the jungle that after leaving the national park, we decided to head to the coast near Placencia. We use an app called Overlanding to help us find locations to camp, and we found a spot but were soon moved on by a very angry fisherman who clearly did not want us there. So from there we went to a really nice place called Los Reef Resort, where they made us feel so welcome, and it was just so nice to be on the Caribbean Sea and feel like we could actually relax and feel safe. So we stayed for a couple of nights. We know that in Belize, the nicest parts are the islands. We had considered going over to the islands, but the cost of the boat to get over there was so expensive that we just couldn't justify it just to go snorkeling and see a beach, given that we'd had that luxury in so many other places. From here, we decided to head to San Ignacio, which is the border town between Belize and Guatemala. So today we have been doing some prep work. We're in San Ignacio, which is pretty close to the border between Belize and Guatemala. We've got Maya booked in tomorrow for her health check again with the vet so she can cross into Guatemala. But just chilling tonight, cooking up a bit of food, doing a few roasted onions, a couple of jacket potatoes. We found some Heinz baked beans, which Steve will be having, and I'm going to have some tuna. Heinz baked beans, onions, and under there it's 2 jacket potatoes. And our little fire pit that we absolutely love. It doesn't leave any fire risk underneath. Tuna sweet corn mayo with roasted onions and jacket potato off our little fire. Steve dishing is up there with the Heinz baked beans we found. Maya's definitely getting her confidence up in the water. Jumped in all on her own today without any encouragement. Perfect water for her. It's really shallow and warm and not too fast flowing. Come on, let's go swim. San Ignacio market.
Necklace, bracelet.
Thank you. We had high hopes for Belize, but unfortunately with the lack of camping, the lack of groceries and just a general uncomfortable feeling, we decided to leave.